Everybody, how's it going? Today is September 1st, 2022. Can you believe it? It's already September. And we are here on a Thursday to bring you, yes, the latest news in the world of Monster Strike. We've got a lot of things to cover today because, as you know, Monster Strike is not a game that lets you rest. So, we are going right into another collab. It is Tiger and Bunny 2. And, as you may expect, I know 100% nothing. 100% nothing? 0% about this collab. It's brand new to me. Just the title is completely, out there. It sounds like it's a Netflix exclusive kind of deal in Japan, at least. I'm not sure what's the state of it in the US or in other countries, but must be popular if Monster Strike is doing a collab with them. But as you can see on the screen, it will start right away. It starts at noon, September 2nd, Japan time. By the time you see this video, it might have already started. Wow. We are going right into it. This is a gacha collab, so there will be a gacha available. You will spend orbs, maybe, to pull on this gacha, and you can get some of these monsters. Let's go over them real quick. We'll start with Wild Tiger, and Barnaby here. This is you'll see in this collab that a lot of pairs will exist with the monsters here. So first, Wild Tiger and Barnaby are in the wood element. They are a bounce balance type with super null damage wall, super null speed down wall, counter slayer, gauge multiplier retainment. Again, if you miss your gauge, you will still get the maximum bonus as if you hit the maximum portion of that gauge. On the gauge is unsurprisingly no block, but you also get strike shot turn boost on the gauge as well. Strike shot is a 22+4 strike shot, and it splits the two into two parts. They'll move around, and then there'll be a follow-up attack with both of them attacking at the end. Again, you should watch the news if you want to see the details of the strike shot. They had that animation all there to see it in action. Of course, we'll see the details numbers later. I'm sure somebody's already crunching them to see what kind of strike shot they are. We've seen nowadays things have been a little complicated in terms of how they're calculated, but definitely interesting to see how they will work. The bump combo is a Gozetsu Pure Spread EL5 and an Auto Javelin, both in the wood element. Okay, sorry about that. I had a coughing fit. I had to cut that out, I'm sure. Next, we've got Blue Rose and Golden Rhine in the water element. And they have the following ability. They are a Pierce Speed type, and they have Null Damage Wall, Super Minesweeper M, Status Effect Recovery on the main. On the gauge, we get Null Block and Wall Strike Shot Turn Reducer. The Strike Shot is a 20+8 speed and power up and will delay all hit enemies. And there's a follow-up attack to the first enemy hit. Again, make sure you watch the news to see the strike shot in action, or just watch the follow-up video that will be on the official channel to see it more use cases to get a better idea of what's going on there. Their bump combo is a water super reflect multiplying bullet and a all enemy super ice block. Remember, ice block always has a chance to make that monster sleep. And then the third gacha monster will be Fire Emblem and Sky High. They are the fire element, and they are a Pierce Blast type, and their skill set looks like Super Null Warp, Minesweeper M, Bump Combo ×2, and then the no Transport Wall, Shield Breaker, Drone Breaker. Those last three are on their gauge. Strike Shot is a 12+12. It's the half null strike shot. We should call it half null now, right? But damage wall, gravity barriers, warps, and mines are nulled, and then there will be a follow-up attack to the nearest enemy after they are done moving. Again, watch the video to see it actually in action. The bump combo is a fire super wall through bullet and a super expanding bomb. Now, where they're going to shine, that's a little too fast for me to say, but once we do the rundown, we should get a better idea of where they may shine in the current meta, or if they are worth banking for something in the future. And then the gacha monsters that are the 4-5-star monsters, you've got in Dark Element, we've got Origami Cyclone and Rock Bison. And then in the Light Element, we've got Dragon Kid and Magical Cat as a pair. Again, everybody is paired an interesting collab to try and fit, I guess, as many characters as possible. So, like I said, this is a gacha that will start from September 2nd until September 17th. Now, of course, we just had One Piece collab. A lot of people have spent a lot of orbs already. How can they do this to us, giving another collab, a gacha collab right after this? You know, I'm sure a lot of people, wallets or orb counts, are suffering right now. Don't worry. You get 50 pulls on this gacha for free. Let me repeat, that is 5-10 pulls that you get for free just by logging into the game. You can pull on this gacha for free. And yes, it's a 12% rate. It's not messed up. 50 pulls on this gacha for free. Let me say it one more time, because when I heard it at first, I was like, what? There's no typo. There's no misspeaking. 50 pulls for free. If I had an editor, there would be an animation all over the place saying 50 pulls for free, right? Yes. X-Flag understands we just got out of a huge collab. They know we're suffering. And honestly, 50 pulls is more than I would have ever invested in this collab, right? I would have probably done 20 max on each account. We get 50 for free. So, complainers, get out of here. You are getting 50 pulls for free. There is no room for complaining in my comment section today, right? Be grateful for this. This is pretty awesome to get for free. Much more than I think most people would do on a collab that they don't necessarily care too much about. Now, if you care about Tiger and Bunny, imagine how awesome you are feeling right now. You get 5-10 pulls for free, and whatever you would have pulled afterwards, you're going to be doing that with, 50 pulls for free. That's more than a pack that you can buy in the store, right? I don't know, because I don't buy orbs, but anyways, it's free. You got it? Don't miss out on that. Now, of course, it is a collab, so there is a paid pack monster. This time we got the Super Genes, right? Super Idenshi Barnaby available for purchase. That is still 980 yen. You can get all of the items you see there on the right. And of course, you get that exclusive monster to the paid pack. You can only get him by paying for this pack. And here is him in his transcended form. And his ability, bounce speed with no gravity barrier, super no warp, no wind, and super strike shot turn axle. You've got a speed and power up for a set amount of turns, and you get to reduce his own slowdown rate. That is a 16+8, and the bump combo is light. All enemy pierce lock on shockwave 3 along with a super bound bomb. And this is usually with the case for these paid pack monsters. They are good, nothing game breaking so that you have to buy them, but certainly a good set of monsters to help out any newbie players, or maybe you're continuing to play after One Piece. Certainly not a bad idea to pick this up if you are low on monsters and have some money lying around. Now, let's go over the event monsters that are available to farm for this collab. We've got Fugan here in water, and looks like he's a twin, so his little brother Mugan will also be joining as a farmable quest. We've got Jake also available in the dark element to farm. And then you got the 4-5-star monsters, H01, which I guess he's an android, and we've got Cream there in the wood element also available to farm. These 5 quests will be available through the standard structure. I'm sure you got the last 2 we saw that are the 4-5-star that will be available all the time. I'm going to assume Jake is going to be the 24/7 direct drop quest, and then you'll see Fugan and Mugan in the schedule. That's just a guess, but we'll see. And of course, what's a collab without an Insidious Quest? We will be getting Lunatic here in the fire element. Pretty cool art, a little creepy, but the way this quest will work is this is going to be a random invade when you clear any collab quests during the time period. Once it shows up, you'll be able to take him on afterwards. In that quest, all chests will guarantee to drop the boss. However, that does mean you are going to need to bring max luck monsters to maximize your output for the quest. Obviously, you can wait until Monster Strike Day to make it easier on yourself, but if you want to farm earlier than that, max lucks will help you farm faster. However, this is an important thing to note, that you can earn a total of 50 copies of not Insidious, Lunatic here, just by clearing the quest enough times. We don't know what the usual breakdown is, right? Usually it's 3 clears gets you 3 drops, 5 clears gets you 5 drops, 7 clears gets you 7 drop. So we're going to see more and more of that. In total, you can get 50 drops just by clearing the quest enough times. So maybe you don't really need to bring max lux. If you bring enough, maybe you'll just naturally get 50 drops along the way, plus the 50 drops that you get from clearing the quest. So very cool way to help make this process go a little faster, as we've seen different ways to get max luck Insidious monsters via collabs. And of course, what's a collab with a badge that commemorates the collab in question? You can get this special badge by clearing Lunatic's quest with at least 12 turns left on the speed clear counter when you finish the game. Of course, you can use an Able Berry to help you dope that number to make it easier. Now, of course, a standard with collabs is missions. There is going to be a hero ranking thing available, and to get on that ranking board, you need to get hero points. You get hero points by completing missions, which will let you rank on a special board. If you get first place, you'll get some better rewards than if you finish second or third. But as part of that, you can collect a bunch of these Subaru and Tomas monsters. Now that's their base forms. You can see them in their evolved form here. Very cool looking. Again, they are earnable through missions. Now, what are those missions? Well, each mission will be worth a certain amount of points. Those points will be tallied up, and you'll be put on a virtual ranking board. I thought for a moment that we might be doing a, PvE kind of thing, or PvP. I don't know what's the right term there. But you'd be playing against the rest of the population. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It's just a fake leaderboard here, and you just need to have enough points to top the table given your rewards. Now, the missions there, you can see a smattering of them, like just clear something from the library or clear a Gozetsu quest with a collab monster. Of course, I'll get those translations out probably in a few hours after this video is uploaded on either the Discord channel or ENG Monst. Hopefully you're following one of those two places to get that information. But there are plenty of missions that give points so that you can top that ranking board. Now, you can also get points just by clearing quests, kind of like similar to what we did with those God points before. If you clear any event or library quest, you'll get 50 points. If you clear any collab quest, that's another 50 points. And if you clear said quest with a collab monster in your team, sorry, let me say this correct, with a tiger and bunny collab monster in your team, you will also get 50 points. Now, what do these points do? Well, like I said, you'll be put on a virtual ranking board, and based on your ranking, you will get one of these items. First place will get one of those 4 items. Second place, the second box, and then third place will get one of those items from the third box. Now, the reward that you will get will rotate each day, and so you'll see in game, I'm sure, what the prize is for that particular day. So if you don't care about it for that day, whatever, don't worry about it. But if you just want it, if you're just farming, you'll probably be able to get it real quick. Although you won't necessarily want to do it every day, so we'll see. Anyways, like I said, the reward will rotate each day. And you do have cumulative point rewards. You can see there is a good job sticker associated with each point tier, the last one being a title instead. And you can see that's how you pick up the Subaru and Tomas, right? I already forgot his name. Yeah, Tomas. You can see those characters are max luckable this way. So make sure you get those points down if you want to max luck that guy. And you can see at 13,000 points you get another badge along with a super type scroll. Now, this is important. Once you get to 13,000 points, you get the title of King of Heroes. Once you get that title, it comes with an additional perk that you will always get first place regardless of what you did for that day. You could do nothing. You're already King of Heroes. You are guaranteed first place for that day for the rest of the collab as well. So, if you just want to barge through and get 13k points, you're going to be set for the rest of the collab, getting first place every day, assuming that's possible. So do note that. And of course, with the collab, you get a special login collectible monster. This time you'll get Kaburagi Kaede. She will be your login reward, and you get 10 copies of her each day, along with some other items. You can see what days 1 through 5 look like. We'll see what other goodies we get from day 6 and beyond. Now, I did not see any hints of any Tokudamas, but again, you're getting 50 pulls for free. Not even 50 orbs for free. You're getting 50 pulls for free. Do understand that I wouldn't be surprised that we don't get any Tokudamas with this event. Now, of course, during the collab, those two monsters that... Oh, and of course, I didn't put it down on the description, but the paid pack Barnaby, of course, will be functioning as a max luck monster for the duration of the collab. But both Subaru and Thomas, as well as Kaede, function as max lucks as well during the collab, regardless of their current luck. So again, helps out newer players function through that. And that's it for Tiger and Bunny 2 collab. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But let's finish off this news session with standard Monster Strike news. We've got a new Gozetsu coming. It is called Predeviol. Got a nice wood monster here. It looks very creepy. Love the art there. His debut, I think I'm not 100% sure. But it will be September 9th at 7 p.m. Japan time. So next week, if you are ready to take him on, staying up a little late if you're on the US time zone. Let's see how nasty this stage is going to be. This week's Transcension Kai will be Iris, and Iris's stats look like the following. She is a bounce Super Blast type. She will have Super Minesweeper M, Super Null Wind, Null Speed Down Wall, and Strike Shot Turn Reducer. On the Connect Seal, you get Null Gravity Barrier and Gravity Barrier Slayer. Of course, you always want to see Gravity Barrier and Null Gravity Barrier and Gravity Barrier Slayer together. Sometimes they don't. I don't like that. But you also get Fire Resist as well. The skill requirement is not too difficult. You just need to have 2 different types than herself, which means 2 non-blast type monsters, or your team has a total luck of 100 or more. Strike Shot is a 20+8 power up, and all touched enemies get HP sapped for a set amount of turns. Right, the pink, meteor hits that monster, and then every turn it'll lose HP, and you gain that HP. The bump combo is a water super 4 reflect splitting bullet, and we've got a fire super Rankidan. Rankidan, of course, is the random bullets shooting, in random directions. Good damage, but it's random. Of course, this is going to be a monster that could help you out in the castle level 6. I do not have a Pirika on my main. I do have one on my tablet, but getting 2 would be really good. So I guess we'll see if I do have some irises in my main account. So we'll see if that helps out get some more progress on Castle 6. And that's it for today. The next Monster Strike news will be at the same time as usual on the 8th of September. And the next week's lucky monsters are the following. I know I had a complete bust on last week's, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get any bonuses this week either, because I'm not so sure about the other monsters that are on that list that I have. So I might be struggling for another week in terms of max luck bonuses. But yeah, that's it for today. Obviously, the biggest surprise that we got was, another collab right away. But like I said, 50 pulls for free is pretty nice. So, that's more than I would have invested anyway. So I'm quite happy with how X-Flag treated that, because you can literally do the collab with those free pulls and just be done with it, right? So pretty cool. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. But of course, if you haven't already, just hit that like button, subscribe if you hadn't already, and of course ENG Monst for the latest news. All of those slides are already up for you to take a look at any time, or join us on the Discord channel to talk with other folks who speak English and love the game as well. So that's it for me today. Until next time, bye bye.